What up, dudes? It's your host, Honcho, and today's episode, I'm talking about the Great Reset. So, I don't know if you've heard before, most likely you have, especially during this time, last couple of weeks. There's something that's been being pushed, it's called the Great Reset. It's been the head of this whole thing is Dr. Klaus, and he's part of the WEF, the World Economic Forum. And I'm not too familiar with what the WEF does, World Economic Forum, but from what I've seen or in research, they meet once a year at least in Switzerland, I believe, and they have a list of problems they want to supposedly solve. And yeah, you can go on their website and it'll give you a whole array of topics they discuss. And one of those topics comes to be the Great Reset, aka the Fourth Industrial Revolution. And they had a video up where I'm not sure if you've seen it. It got taken down, but some people re-uploaded it. It's called "You Will Own Nothing and You Will Be Happy," and it seems like they put that video out there to get people kind of used to the idea about how they're gonna be controlled in the future, and they're not gonna own anything. Pretty much, they're gonna be renting everything, such as homes, phones, things like that. And they're saying it was going to lead to people being more happy. But the video wasn't taken with open arms by people because they were pretty upset about how they were trying to push on their own agenda. So in this video, they have a couple of points they're trying to make, and the main one was that one that you'll own nothing, you'll be happy, and they show a dude smiling, looking really happy. It was kind of cheesy, but and then there was a TED Talks too where a lady was trying to promote that same thing. Like I said earlier, they're slowly trying to introduce it because things of this nature, it takes a time for people to gradually accept, and I believe they know that, the people that are involved with this. So first, you see what if you look at stuff that happens like this, it starts off with something that people will accept, and then it will get reintroduced again, and then some people accept it, and then again it gets reintroduced. More people are willing to accept it, and then slowly those people are pushing it onto everybody else. There can be many examples which can be looked at, but you got to research those yourself. I can't name some of the ones I want to name on here because some people won't like what I say. But anyways, moving on. Dr. Klaus was talking about how the fourth industrial revolution was going to take place, and he has a book too about it, which I believe released recently, might be a year ago or so. But seems to me they're using this current event we're going through to use it to their advantage to pull some strings in order to reap profits, and they're trying to get everybody used to it slowly. So what else? They got at the World Economic Forum, you got the biggest companies, people that aren't even in the problem solving niche, trying to solve problems for everybody else. So what these people do is, I believe they create the problems and they try to become the solution so that most people give in to them, so that their pockets are being filled up and they have control. Because at the end of the day, why are most business people in the game of business, even though they're making so much money? It's about control and power. And anytime somebody's trying to get that, they're not doing it for the benefit of others. They're doing it for the benefit of themselves and their future generations. And they see other people as not fit. I think it's something in human nature. They just see other people not fit to have have the power that they do or come up like they do. There's a video I saw online saying the time we're living in, everybody could have been rich, but a certain amount of people were held back on or put back on purpose, because then the people of high power, they would have to live like the rest of us, and they don't want that. And so they're doing things like this in order to stay up top and have their power so that they can reign over everybody else. If you don't believe what I'm saying, you can research it. And many people aren't paying attention to this type of stuff. It's happening right in front of them. They're choosing to ignore the signs, but slowly we'll all see what's gonna happen. It's crazy. So also he barely talks about the Great Reset. They say a lot of things and they say nothing all at the same time. So they just seems like they ramble on about random shit. Like they talk about climate change and about how pollution's being caused and stuff. But if you look back, pollution was caused by these major corporations and these people that are at the top of the ladder. So, and now these are the same people saying that the whole world's causing pollution, there needs to be a change. So isn't that kind of strange? And if you look at the people back in history that tried to solve the problems of the environment, such as the guy that invented the water car, somehow they mysteriously end up dying and nothing gets done. So, and then we're back at the same problem. So, there's something going on. So if you're thinking the Great Reset is gonna be great, I say you heed my warning, because seems like there's some crazy shit that's trying to be pushed onto us. But hopefully there's a good amount of sensible people that are actually not accepting it, and hopefully it doesn't go through the Great Reset, the fourth industrial revolution. They're using a problem they pushed out to create a solution that profits them. And by them I'm talking about the elite, the most powerful of people. Anyways, yeah, so it's going to be a lot of control going on. If you look at the big countries like that have communism, it seems like it's headed towards that. And these guys, it seems like they're pushing their agenda mainly in Europe, but it could happen here too. Hopefully everybody remains vigilant and doesn't fall for the tricks, because there's a lot of deception going on. Because if these people were so concerned about people not owning anything and keeping them happy, they would have gave everybody their part of their wealth, or gave them shelter and food, like I've said in my other videos. But that's not happening. The money's going somewhere and we don't know. Our own money is being taken from us in the form of taxes. And if you remember the actual war in the US in the early stages, from what we're told, is that it was caused from being taxed without representation, I believe. And it's happening again. There's an old video I saw, they said about 2.3 trillion was dollars of tax money was disappearing or going missing, and they couldn't track it. So many people are ignoring these facts. They choose to remain ignorant. And yeah, then people want to complain about other things, but they're not fixing the main problems that need to be fixed, and they're leaving it up to the people that have all the power. You know how that's gonna go. It's scary to think about it, but everybody has to wake up. So slowly, hopefully everybody starts paying attention and something can be done about this mess. But if you listen to Dr. Klaus, he sounds really evil, just like your stereotypical villain in a movie. He sounds just like them, and it's crazy. They have all these other business people talking about the environment, climate change. I've yet to see what they're talking about. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys next time. Take it easy. Peace.